Hi Scorpio, this is your reading for April. Thanks for tuning in. Bring all of your energy to this reading and join me while I shuffle. Connect with your higher self and your guides and ask them to be here with us for this reading to bring through messages that will be then tailored for you and really relevant for your current situation. Please don't multitask while you watch this reading. I want to make sure that you get the most out of your time here with me and you don't miss any of the really important messages that your guides want to pass on to you. So grab some headphones and a cup of tea and let's take a look at the general energies available at this time. High Priestess in reverse at the bottom of the deck. Strength crossed by the Sun. That's interesting. You could be dealing with a Leo. Three of Pentacles reversed. 9 of Wands. 8 of Wands reversed. 5 of Wands reversed. A lot of fire energy in this spread. Death. 4 of Swords reversed. 9 of Swords reversed. 8 of Pentacles. 6 of Wands. Page of Pentacles, 4 of Pentacles reversed, and King of Pentacles. Interesting spread, really interesting spread. I like the way this reading ends, and I'll get to that in a second, but this is actually a very positive reading. It's a very interesting spread. There's 2 4s here together in this quadrant of your environment. They're both in reverse. So give me a second here to tune in, and I'll see where they want me to start. I'm hearing controversy. I'm going to look that up just to get a really clear... I know what it means, but I just want to see if there's anything... Disagreement, typically when prolonged, public and heated. What I felt when I said, when controversy came through is I feel like there's energy in this reading. There's no 2s in this spread. But what I felt with that, when the word controversy came through, what I felt was that you maybe have made a decision at this particular time that is controversial in that it affects certain people around you, and it was something that they didn't really expect ever for you to do. And it's having an impact in that it's clearing your energy field. That's what I feel. It's really interesting. Like you've made this decision to cut something, to cut someone off. That's what I feel. It could be this King of Pentacles, although I feel like this is actually you around this time. You're coming through as this energy of clarity, strength, confidence, certainty. That's how I'm getting your energy in this reading. And you may have decided that you're going to stand your ground on some specific issues that are really important to you. And you're going to sit in the knowing that you have about that without any wavering, without any lack of confidence or second guessing or any kind of doubt. That feels really clear. And in doing so, you may be telling a person or a group of people that you don't want to work with them, or that you don't want to collaborate, or you don't want to continue with some kind of project that you maybe have been working with them on. 3 of Pentacles reversed. You could be ending a collaboration here. And the net result of that, and that could have been like, there could have been, so we have this 8 of Wands reversed with coming through to the 5 of Wands across the central axis of the reading, with 9 of Wands here in the foundation. I'll talk on that before I get to the outcome. So what that's telling me is that you maybe have been feeling really discontent for a while with the way things have been flowing, with your agreements with a certain group of people. You may have been feeling really uncomfortable. You may have felt disagreeing. You might have been disagreeing with the way things have been unfolding for a while, but you probably have been finding it really hard to be able to communicate that to the people involved. That's what I feel here. It's like you've been unhappy, you've been unsettled, you've been really dissatisfied with circumstances for a while, but you haven't been able to express that to people and have it be received in a way where there's an ability for problem solving to happen, for troubleshooting to happen as a group. I feel like you've been bearing the load of a lot of frustration on your own and enduring a situation that has been feeling really not cool for you for quite a while. And so here you are kind of making a very bold move, actually, with the strength here at the center of the reading crossed by the Sun. You're making a very bold move here, a very unexpected move to stand up for yourself, to speak out about what it is that's been bothering you, and to disrupt the established status quo of a thing that's been in place for a little while. So these 2 4s in reverse here are saying you're kind of breaking down what's been set up. you're kind of I just saw like some 10-pin bowling, like all the whatever the pins are called fall down. So like you kind of broke down what was already going on, and that's actually bringing you to this 9 of Swords reversed with the Page of Pentacles, where you actually feel now finally there's a little bit of a breathing room. You feel liberated from a congested situation or from a stifling situation, because that's what I feel like in this energy with this 5 of Wands, this 3 of Pentacles reversed. You've been feeling really stifled and a little bit impeded on, like your ground has been maybe crossed, like whatever comfort zone or safety zone or whatever you have had established for yourself in your own space, as it's this King of Pentacles. You maybe have not been feeling like this King of Pentacles, but maybe like a Page of Pentacles or a 9 of Wands, where your energy feels a little bit diminished and you maybe feel under the thumb of other people's choices or decisions that they've made, or ideas and concepts that have been moving forward as a collaborative thing, but maybe you don't agree with those things and you kind of been feeling a bit like unable to be heard and a little bit bound and restricted by those decisions or by those people. And so here with this action of having stood up for yourself with real confidence and real clarity and cut through a lot of the noise and the hogwash I hear to tell people what you really think and where you really stand, that's bringing you to this space now where you feel liberated from some congestion, liberated from anxiety as well and worry. You feel a sense of spaciousness and freedom coming through, and a renewed sense of hope for something that's physical that you've been working towards, a specific project or idea that had been initiated in the physical world that you've been working towards. There's a renewed sense of hope about that, and there's a renewed sense of enthusiasm for it now that some of the elements that have been disagreeable or constraining are falling away. And so where that leaves you is, I love this 8 of Pentacles upright with the 6 of Wands. You're feeling definitely victorious and successful, and you feel like you're championing your own cause. It's giving you a lot of confidence and a lot of sense of self-worth, and but it's humble, like the 8 of Pentacles there, right? It's not some aggrandizement. You just are simply feeling, the 6 of Wands is saying that you feel successful and confident in standing up for what you believe is right about your work. Because this is about your work. This is about your work, your body of work, your presentations, like what you are putting forward into the world. And now you feel like, now that you've spoken up about what you've been feeling and sensing is not working for you, is not resonating with you, now there's this much clearer alignment coming through here where you are actually, you're the 8 of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles here. You're very dedicated to honing your craft, to developing your skills, to continuing to persevere and humbly and patiently work away on what it is that you find important and valuable. And the King of Pentacles is very, very sure, very confident, but in a, again, very humble, very grounded way. Just feeling like you know what your path is, you know what your work to do here is, and you're doing it. And the people who want to get in the way of that have to go. Have to go. Bye. This 5 of Wands in reverse is saying that whatever the energy of disagreeability or conflict or tension, which there has been, is now over because you've made your position clear. Let's have a look at the bottom of the deck. I feel like that's pretty much clear what's going on there. Okay, so High Priestess reversed. There's the 2 of Wands, 10 of Wands, and Chariot, and the Star. Great. So again, more fire energy in this reading. There's a lot of passion and enthusiasm here, I feel, in this reading. So now we have the 2 of Wands and the 10 of Wands coming out. We had also in the reading 5 of Wands, 6 of Wands, 8 of Wands, 9 of Wands. Now there's 3 major arcana coming out in this extended part of the reading. We have High Priestess reversed, Chariot, and the Star. I love it. Star and 6 of Wands are kind of working together here to say that this is your time to shine. This is your time to feel in alignment with your true nature. This is a very healing energy, actually, in this reading. It's very healing energy. It's you feeling like quietly confident and sure about what you feel after you may have been in question about that. Like you might have endured a situation longer than you normally would have, because either individuals or just the energy of the space that you're in itself was maybe making you feel some self-doubt, and that could be what this High Priestess is here. You might have been doubting what you feel based on like trying to do the right thing by others, or trying to be considerate of others, and trying to make sure that the greater whole is what's being organized and managed above and beyond your own individual needs. But then you may have started to realize that other people are not feeling that way. They're not working that way. So you maybe are changing your mind and realizing that you ought to always trust your instinct, trust your gut, and trust what you feel, because it's actually always right. And don't let other people make you second guess yourself, because that's the energy that needs to be cut away here. That's what I feel. This energy of like interference, maybe even psychic attack on some level. For some of you, this could be happening not in your physical reality, but on the psychic and subtle planes. For some of you, this is definitely like a work project or some kind of group effort that you've been involved with, people that you've been working with to manifest something physically. So now, this is basically a summary here, right? The High Priestess is saying you maybe were doubting yourself. The Two of Wands as well, with that saying you felt the certain way, but you weren't really sure. But the Ten of Wands was saying, no, I do feel this way. I'm definitely not up for carrying around this bundle of bullshit anymore. So I'm gonna take action here with the Chariot to follow through with what I know to be my absolute path forward clearly. With the Chariot giving confidence and also willpower and more enthusiasm, more determination for a single pointed direction. And the healing energy of the Star is saying that actually it is about a group, it is about a community. But it's also about your own individuation and your healing for your own process of self-discovery and self-confidence and self-love, that's what it's showing here too. This could be an event that's happening here just as a kind of little mini test here to see how far you've come, just for your own self, to really be able to acknowledge like, actually, I've come a long way in my own sense of self, in my personal space, my self-love, my self-respect. And there was like a moment here where someone was kind of testing how far they could cross your boundary before you would actually say something about it. And this is very encouraging to see that you realized that before it got too carried away, and you took the time with utter conviction and confidence to take the action that you know you needed to take, to let others know that your boundary is there and it's very clear, and now there's no way for anyone to try to manipulate that and make it seem like they didn't know, because now they know. I love that the Chariot and the Star have come out here together. Yeah, for Major Arcana cards in this reading, it's really cool. You have Death, Strength, and the Sun together at the heart of the reading, and then the High Priestess in reverse, and the Chariot and the Star. So all of these cards together are kind of combining to give that feeling that I just described there, where you maybe were at one point not sure about what you feel, but actually now you're more sure than ever that your instincts are right. They're always right, and you ought to always listen. I love the Strength and the Sun here at the center of the reading. This is saying that, like, yes, you maybe had to overcome a moment of self-doubt, but now you've stepped into the full confidence of what you know to be true. And this Sun card here is like really blessing this reading, saying that you have risen up to the challenge that you were being given here to test that level of self-confidence and see if you can actually really step into your own light, into your own power. The Sun and the Star are kind of both saying that, like, this is your moment to shine. If there's people around you that are trying to diminish your shine, then they are not going to get any airtime, not even a cameo. So this is you kind of cutting out people and energies that may seek to impede upon your personal space, that may seek to try to diminish you and your self-confidence. As I said, this could be happening on a psychic level. This could be some kind of psychic attack or some kind of spiritual attack that you maybe have realized and taken action on. So this is all just confirmation for you. If any of this resonates, then you know what I'm talking about, and I don't really need to say much more. But I love all the cards in this spread. I love the Major Arcana, especially that have come out here in this reading. It's very, very encouraging. And it just shows really how far you have come on your journey of reclamation, of self-discovery, of self-love, and of empowerment. Beautiful. So that's it for the general reading. I'm going to take the Voyager deck now. We're going to shuffle to give another spread, another holographic mandala spread. That's what I call this layout. And the higher octave spread will hopefully provide a little more insight maybe on what's happening on a karmic and spiritual level. It may also illuminate some blind spots to help give a little bit more revelation. And you guys may also provide some practical advice on how to work with the energies that we're dealt with at this time. So please send your energy into the deck so that I can get really clear messages for you. Let's take a look. Four of Cups reversed at the bottom of the deck. Nine of Wands in reverse, that's this card, repeating. Crossed by the Woman of Wands, that's the Queen of Wands. There's Death again. Sage of Pentacles. It's kind of these two energies here. So you in your previous reading, these two cards were kind of representing your energy. Now they're coming out here in this higher octave spread as the unconscious and conscious energies. So that's pretty cool. That's interesting. Queen of Pentacles. A lot of, again, more earth energy in this spread. Five of Cups reversed. Three of Wands reversed. Four of Crystals reversed. That's the same card you had there in the previous reading, in the same position, in the same orientation. Ten of Wands, that's this card. Ace of Cups, beautiful. With Ten of Cups, I love it. Sage of Cups. Child of Worlds, which is the Page of Pentacles. You had that in the Hopes and Fears in the previous spread. Same card. Last card here. Child of Crystals, that's the Page of Swords. It's in reverse here. Okay, so this higher octave reading, if you're interested in hearing the interpretation, you can click the link below and we'll talk about it over there. Thank you so much for watching. It's an honor and a pleasure to read for you. Thank you for liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. I will see you in the next video.